Plus, boxing legend Danny Green throws his weight behind the fight against coward punches. Next on The Project.
And the Green Machine, Danny Green, joins the fight against coward punches. This is The Project. Coming up, he's not known for pulling any punches, but champion boxer Danny Green is campaigning hard to stop violence on the streets. You're watching The Project.
Welcome back.
Now it's time to welcome back a good friend of The Project.
It seems like alcohol-fuelled violence has dominated the news for weeks.
I've been doing this job for 32 years, and this is arguably the worst I've ever seen.
One bloke who is telling young men to lift their games, much tougher than you or I, is boxer Danny Green. Taking to Facebook and offering the New South Wales Premier Barry O'Farrell a free commercial he made back in 2012, Danny is telling it like it is.
One punch can end his life and ruin yours.
More than 90 Australians have died as a result of one-punch assaults since 2000. Most recently, the tragic death of Daniel Christie. So, what has driven this man of punches to put his might behind ridding our country of the coward punch?
Please welcome to The Project, Danny Green. Explain it to us. What compelled you to get involved in the campaign?
Well, it was a few years ago. I was in Perth and a young kid, or I think it was a young man, senselessly had his life taken from some coward who just thought it was the right thing to do and go out and attack this bloke for no reason at all. He was completely innocent. And I was just sickened and saddened by it. I thought, my goodness, you know, I had a young son of my own. I'm thinking, how would I react? I don't know how I would handle it. I just don't know how I would possibly deal with it or cope with it. This poor family. So I thought I'd try and make an ad and make a difference. So with Soul Films, with a guy called Marty Wilson, we made an ad and approached the government to try and give it to the government. And unfortunately, they didn't take it up at that stage. And so I've been trying to push it through the Australian Hotels Association and try and give it to the government. I've played for it myself, trying to make a difference.
It doesn't make sense that they wouldn't take it. I mean, we've watched the ad, it's great. Other people have spoken out there. David Gallop, who's head of FFA, the A-League in Australia, soccer in this country, he released a statement today commending you on your campaign to galvanise public opinion against this antisocial behaviour. More and more people are backing this ad and what you're trying to say. It doesn't make sense that the New South Wales government wouldn't take it.
Sorry, it wasn't the New South Wales government.
Sorry,
it was the West Australian government. No, that's all right, mate. And so they didn't take it up. So we're now in the process of approaching. I'd like to actually go to the federal government and, if possible, to speak to the Prime Minister Abbott. Yesterday, of all people, Ben Roberts-Smith rang me, the Victoria Cross recipient, whom I admire and respect pretty much more than anyone in the world, just about, apart from my family and my father and my friends. He's a legend and he's a real hero. And he rang me and he said, "Greenie, what you're doing is fantastic. What can I do to help you out?" So a guy like him throwing his support behind it, plus had some very, very high-profile people throw their support behind it, and it's been a phenomenal influx of people just going, "What can I do? How do we help?" We're all on the same page. It's, you know, I'm not anyone special. I just try to make a difference, and we're all trying to do the right thing, trying to make a shift. Make a shift in how people think, the young people especially. For someone, and people go, "Oh, why is a fighter doing this? Why is a professional boxer?"
Because one punch, a good one punch in your game is an important thing to have.
Yeah, I tweeted about you coming on tonight, and I'm a huge fight fan, and I'm a huge Danny Green fan as well. But a lot of people got back to me and said, "Look, he makes a living out of punching people. Is he actually the right person to be fronting this?"
Yeah, you're right, mate. I've been asked that a lot, and it does seem strange. But for me, mine's a very, very strict sport. There's guidelines, there's rules, there's referees, there's judges. It's in a sporting arena. It's combat. It's man-on-man combat. It's a contact sport. It's one of the oldest Olympic sports left in the Olympic Games, and it's by two supremely fit and conditioned, consenting adult athletes. And there's a big difference between that and a coward going out to the street, picking the easiest possible target where they don't even know it's coming, and then going up and punching them from behind or from the side unwittingly.
What motivates this? Why has such a gutless act become something that's supposedly fun to do?
I have no idea. It astounds me and it horrifies me, and I'm just trying to... And like we all just want to see a difference. I think the laws need to be changed. I mean, I was on radio this morning, and the lady said we can't talk about the case because it's you know it's in the courts now, so we couldn't talk about it. I kind of got angry. So why can't we talk about it? So a guy can go out there and he can kill someone. He can take this beautiful young kid's innocent life, take him away from his family. He misses out on everything the rest he's got to look forward to. Yet we can't even talk about it because it's in courts. For one, I think the courts we need to change the rules. And if you go out and you crack someone and you kill them and they're innocent, they've done nothing, and it was just a cowardly act, you need to pay for the rest of your life in jail, I feel. You've taken a life, you need to pay your own life.
And I think, Danny, one of the smartest things you've done is reframing it to call it a coward punch, which is what it is, as opposed to a king hit. And, you know, Pinky campaign has shown that that type of stuff can work.
Well, to get behind Danny's campaign, head to our website. We've got all the details there. Always a pleasure to have you, Danny. Great cause.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.